Welcome.
We live. Hit it off for me, boo.
Welcome. Hello. Welcome to another Sip Tuesday night.
We
So
live.
we want you to grab your goodies. Tell us what you're sipping on. Get you a little drinky poo, a little food. So I was making my little drink, and let me tell you, drinky poo, a little food. And so it it is kind of, let's see. So this is what it's whip shots on the top, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard of this, but Cardi B has these whip shots. Y'all see it? Uh-oh,
I
your
haven't heard of that.
yeah, Cardi B has these whip shots, and it's infused, it's alcohol infused in the whipped cream. And I have my, of course, peppermint vodka. And yeah, so it overflowed a little bit.
I've not heard of that. I'm gonna have to
They're
give that a
very
taste.
good and they're very potent. Hello,
Okay.
sure. Welcome. So yeah,
Hey,
I
y'all.
try to tell y'all about different drinks every week. And I'll tell you why. So my stepbrother is a alcohol connoisseur. He's like a distributor, and so I learn about new alcohols before they actually come out and stuff. And so I get to try different stuff. And when he turned me on the peppermint vodka like 4 Christmases ago, that has been my go-to. But you can only get it at Christmas time. They also have this pumpkin spice rum that my dad likes. You can only get around Halloween in November. Like you can get it Halloween to Thanksgiving. So you guys should try like a lot of these. I don't know what they do down south because I've been up north now for the last 5 years, and so um, they have tastings and stuff. So that's another thing. So
Mm.
between having the tastings with my stepbrother and then going to tastings at the liquor stores, I get to try different stuff. You know, there is a brandy made by Ciroc, believe it or not.
Okay.
Ciroc has a brandy, and it is very good.
Nice.
I think I will try that for the people next week.
There's a distillery in a whiskey distillery in Chattanooga, Tennessee that I love to go to every year, and they do like a little tour where they walk you through and explain the whole process, and you get to see the barrels and how they're aged and all that, and then they have a tasting at the end. And they're the original distillery
Oh,
for yeah, and they're one of the original distilleries, and they have but they don't do all of it on site anymore, so they have
okay.
a limited number of um, uh, special editions that they produce there, and they do like one run, and once it's done, it's done. And then they have a bigger facility that has their ongoing, like their number one sellers, that are
Mhm.
consistent. So I love to go there every year and see what they have updated. And I can't remember the number, y'all. So I have some at home though, so I'll look and try to remember to tell y'all next week. But they have one that tastes like cinnamon. And
Wow.
right, and it's got a little spicy kick to it, but it's really good on ice. So y'all know I'm not a heavy drinker, but it's
Right.
it's actually really good on ice. And if you mix it, it pairs well with just about anything that I've ever mixed it with, just to kind of experiment and see. So
Now,
yeah, I'm gonna look at it and take a picture so I can tell y'all next week. But that's a really good one that I do keep in stock just because it's good.
the one thing about these whip shots is they come in different flavors. You do not keep it in the refrigerator.
Okay.
It comes in different flavors. This happens to be vanilla, but I know I saw a strawberry, a key lime. I think it was like about 5 or 6 different flavors or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty good. Yes, sure, it is very tasty. A good topper on a shot. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm limiting it for a shot tonight, and yeah. So I am really, Shandrita, welcome.
What up, good people? How you doing, peoples? Where you at?
Yes,
What you sipping on? What you eating on? Tell us how you feeling tonight. If you got questions, pop them in the comments because tonight is Q&A. We're going to tell y'all what we think because y'all know we got
right.
opinions, okay? So
We
we're
got
going to answer some of the
opinions,
questions
but
in the
like
comments you drop
assholes,
in.
everybody got one, and some of them saying, ah, oops,
So
sorry.
we're gonna catch up on y'all sent plenty of comments after last week's show because I think y'all was kind of feeling away, about some of the stuff that we be saying, and I love it because I'm here for it. And then there were a couple of questions, so we'll get into those too. But as you're watching this, make sure that you do us a favor. If you are loving the Sip
Share.
podcast, yes, like the videos, share the videos, make sure that you click that subscribe button on the channel and hop into the comments because y'all, that helps us with engagement. It helps more people to find us. And we're trying to take this little show and build it into something. This started as a passion project. And as we decided to, be consistent with it, y'all have been supporting and hanging in there with us. And I'm here for it. Y'all making that trek on over from Facebook. So here's another housekeeping tip. If you are clicking the link from anywhere outside of directly pulling us up into YouTube, make sure that you keep clicking through, especially if you are watching on Facebook. Don't get trapped in that cyberspace between Facebook and YouTube. Click through all the way until you are exiting out of Facebook and you are actually in YouTube. Because if you're over there, we're not watching the comments in both places. So we may miss you if you're only on Facebook commenting. So that's my extra housekeeping for tonight. Make sure that you click all the way through. And for you good people that love to watch it when you scroll and you don't actually click in, listen, I get it. Maybe your job, maybe your person, maybe your family, your career, whatever, your business. I understand some of you need to stay anonymous. Don't take it personal if I miss you on Messenger because I'm not checking my Messenger like that. I try to catch it if I see it. But if you really want to make sure that we are seeing your comment and your questions and your feedback, click the link on this video. I promise you, nobody is going to see it but me. And you don't even have to put your email in. You can just pop your question on the form and hit boop, hit that send button, and we're going to get it and we'll give you your airtime and we'll read it.
Welcome, Kenny Chapman. Now, this is an old friend of mine, and I'm so glad he joined us tonight.
Hey, Shorty, how you doing?
Yes, that's
my Kenny. Yes.
But yeah, I'm very happy. I'm like sharing it, but this is the thing, you guys, like it, share it. We're also a new thing that is coming is we're going to start stripping the audio and putting it directly on podcasts. So those people that say, "Oh, I don't want to listen to the video. I can't watch the video." But I wish it was on a podcast so I can just listen to it while I'm cleaning or whatever. It's coming, baby. We got you. We heard you. We heard.
Be on my ass. Y'all don't know. Y'all, she be on my ass, Jay, when you gonna do it. Jay, when you gonna do it. I promise y'all, I'm gonna do it. See what had happened was, and y'all not gonna make me cry tonight, but see what had happened was one of my fur babies passed and he was really sick leading up to that this past weekend. So I was in the midst of dealing with that on top of regular life and business. So y'all forgive me. I have been a little slow to get some of the things done. But I am doing it. It is on my list. I'm in the midst of it. And we are getting those audios up onto Spotify. My hope is that they will be finished this weekend. But I promise y'all, Gypsy be on my ass. We ain't forgot y'all. She be holding me accountable. We stay talking behind the scenes, talking about topics and ideas, working through y'all's comments and y'all's questions. So again, lastly, if you're scrolling and you're not clicking in because you're nervous somebody's gonna see you, we get you. But I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you if I miss your messenger, because a lot of y'all send me messengers and I get so many of them. I don't want to skip you. So please, if you can, click that link on the Google form. It's under every video in the information for the video, in the description for the video. Click that link. It'll take you right to a Google form. You don't even have to type in your email. Just type in your comment or your question, send it to us. And that way, we're going to get it and it doesn't get lost in space in that messenger. For those of you that have my phone number, stop texting me. Listen, leave me alone.
Part. That's how I was about to go. That little housekeeping. Listen, don't send us your comments in text because look, shawty. Yeah, we know who you are. We're gonna start reading your name. We're gonna start read your name when you send us a text message because come on now, you know we're trying to get some engagement. So
Exactly.
the sending us messages, we love them, but please like, share, support. Get you an alias because let me tell you something.
Yes. Get your alias on YouTube.
Let me just say, one night we was on here, and I didn't find out till way later that somebody that I knew was logged in here. What did he call it? I call BS. Yes. That was his name. Was I call BS? And
he was trolling us that night.
He was on our ass that night, y'all. But let me tell you, I had no idea that it was somebody that I actually knew.
Yes.
But so you can change your name on YouTube. So please, just you know, we want you to engage with us.
Get you a throwaway email. Listen,
right.
In 24, we all got a throwaway email that we use for spam and junk. Use that to pop on YouTube because what I found out, yes, some of my exes have been trolling us, and they be in these comments with different names, and they hit me up like, Jay, you know that was me. I'm like, so that being said, let's keep it legit. And we all got a throwaway email at this point.
Yes,
tell us how you feel. But tonight, so we're gonna get into some of these comments.
Wait a minute. Before we do that, y'all, I want to circle back to something. Yeah. So you know that Jazz is a licensed professional, but a mental health professional. But you know, sometimes even they need to talk to somebody. So what I want to circle back to is you guys stop discounting when people tell you that they fur babies passed away. Stop discounting that because those babies become part of our family. Like for real. Y'all just really do not understand. I got 2 fur babies, well 2.5, because my god baby be over here all the time. But listen, y'all just do not understand. And they have personalities. They know when we don't feel good. They cuddle up with us and all of that. So the thing is that when somebody says that, be respectful about it. Don't just be like, well, it was just a dog. No, it wasn't. Because a lot of times we've had these pets for like 8, 9 years, probably longer than we knew yours. I'm just saying, what, Benny? I'm just saying, you know, just be respectful because at the same time, that does still affect our mental.
Very true. And in transparency, and Gypsy knows I love her, and we got a long history, so I can say this, right? Mm-hmm. So I told Gypsy that I almost said, I don't want to do it tonight. I'm just going to take a mental health day and just chill out and be by my damn self and just be still, right? And she was like, well, Jay, you know, what about the people? Because we got to keep up the consistency and they be expecting. I was like, Gypsy, first of all, fuck them people. And
she did.
I did. And let me say this and explain why. Because there's a reason I'm telling y'all this, right? Y'all know I advocate for wellness and well-being. I advocate for mental health. I advocate for self-care. And sometimes self-care means being able to know where your boundary is when you have something to give, or you need to be able to receive something from someone, or you need to be still. And tonight I chose to do the podcast, not because I'm just really okay and it's all good, but I understood that right now I have certain things that have to get done. So I'm better served allowing things to occupy my mind so that I can stay focused and get through it. And then this weekend I can break down and I can, because this is real talk. I was there when he took his last breath on my kitchen floor, because he was too weak to get him to the car to get to the emergency vet, right? I collapsed and my friend had to pick me up off the floor because that was my baby for 10 years. I couldn't bury him. My ex had to come do it for me because I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't handle it. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sitting here tonight because I'm just okay. I just know enough about myself that I know how to proceed with certain things. Thank you. Keep going. I just know how to proceed. So
on that, Jazz can tell you she was there the weekend. I lost my mama. Yeah. I lost my mama on a Friday. I went back to work on Monday because my mother was in hospice. Mm-hmm. And the thing is that you're never really prepared for death. But I think when you know someone has like a timestamp on their head, you're a little bit more prepared.
Yeah.
And
Thank you,
but
Sean.
it took me 3 more months to really acknowledge that my mother was gone,
Yeah.
like gone, never coming back. And it wasn't until we started packing up their house. So everybody grieves differently. Don't ever tell anyone how to grieve. Don't ever tell anyone how long to grieve. Um, don't ever discount why they're grieving, whether it be a fur baby, a parent. I just found out one of my friends lost her child today, one of her children. So so the thing is that it's not by accident. We talked about mental health last week.
Right.
And then we have all these things going on. And yes, sometimes we do power through and then we collapse when we have a moment of silence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. Silence is the loudest when you're grieving.
You better say that. And we have to be able to prioritize our own well-being, because in society today we all have jobs, we have businesses, we have kids, we have responsibilities, we got bills, and them motherfuckers don't care how you feel and what you're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I know you're grieving, but I'm gonna cut your lights off tomorrow.
Right. You better pay this water bill, bitch. and so we have to navigate all the things in stride. And y'all know me. If y'all been rocking with me for any length of time, y'all have heard me say one of my favorite affirmations is, first of all, fuck them people. Because anybody outside of me has to come secondary to me, all of us, right? Determining what we need, how we feel, what we have to give, what we're capable of receiving, and how we need to exchange and engage, right? But a lot of times we have a fear of speaking up and holding up boundaries. Mm-hmm. A lot of the time, and this goes back to, this actually still ties into y'all, where we left off last week with being able to say no if the relationship isn't healthy, if the proposal, right, if you love that person but it's not the right time because you're not there yet. You don't have the right to just bleed over other people and expect them to pick your funky ass up if you're not doing the work to be better for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Y'all
you can circle back though. Huh? You can circle back sometimes. I mean, but right? at the time, if you decided that you weren't ready for what I was ready for, or I wasn't ready for what you was ready for, and then we circle back and we both, single, then maybe we can talk about it.
Absolutely. And I'm a fan of, even if it's not right now, it may not be the right time, but you never know. Once you both done your work or that person has done their work, you come back and try it again. It might be the right time. You know what I'm saying? Right. But Cher said, when people have a companion pet, it's a serious loss. These pets are part of daily life. Yes. And just because I know some people in my audience have been with me for a long time, and I used to, and I guess technically I still am a doula, but I used to do birth work, right? And so a lot of my work was with women that have had fertility issues, miscarriages, loss, death of children, children, stillborns, etc. And a lot of times, because I've been through that journey, we adopt our fur babies to take that space and give us somewhere to put that love and that care. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
And so him passing, he's been with me through all of that. So him passing was like me losing my child. I may not have birthed his dog self out of my body, but that was my baby. And so
you talking about the little rat rattle when I came over there?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. My baby.
What's the name of that?
Blue.
My baby. Ain't nobody told me nothing. Right. Ain't nobody told me nothing.
Man, my baby. And you know what's so bad? When you have another dog that's still there, they know those dogs are so smart. He's looking for him. So he keeps walking through the house, going to the spots, and that I'm still having to process through that and figure out how to help him stay healthy, because he's looking for him. The spot where we created the garden and buried him, he keeps wanting to go over there and sit, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna have a problem because I have twins.
Yeah,
the same litter.
Yeah,
and literally the reason I have to is because the second one, after I got mine, the second one failed to thrive, and the breeder called me back. I hadn't left California then, and she called me back and said, "Hey, the last one in the litter is failing to thrive." if I give you a discount, will you take him too?
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, they literally do everything together. People find it so odd. I find it odd. They move their heads at the same time. It's just kind of weird. But the thing is that they literally have been together all their lives except for that 1 week in between when he was left behind.
Wow.
And so I know I'm gonna have a problem with one of them go.
Yeah.
No, so let me ask y'all this though, because I'm not really that familiar with, having real live pets. All right. So how do you deal with, like you said, you got 2 dogs? She had 2 Rottweilers. I seen them 2 little Rottweilers with the short ear. When one of them go, how do you deal with the grief for the dog? Do you just sit around?
They actually have therapy. They actually have therapists for dogs.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. They have therapists for dogs.
I really couldn't imagine that, because like I said, that's not the world that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Like I see my daughters with they little Rottweilers, but
like a lot of times they recommend that you get another companion for them as soon as possible. Because
I had to do that
they're used to not being themselves. They're used to not being by themselves.
Yeah.
Being by themselves, their grief is going to be different. They're going to stop eating. Yeah. Those kind of things. So you have to pay attention and be mindful of that. Yeah. Your dog is a dog, but he's also a spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's also a spirit. He just happens to come in dog form. But they have real personalities and stuff. When I wasn't feeling well, mine that's not usually affectionate, he was all up on me like, you all right? You all right? And I'm just like, damn. Then this one, he don't like to be hugged and all that other shit. He like, give me my space. But when I wasn't feeling good, he recognized that. And so that's the thing, is that you got to allow space for grief for everybody, be it your pet, yourself, your friend that lost a dog. And people don't believe this, but do you know that, and I didn't learn this until I had to go to therapy. I had a house fire. They told me I had to go to grief therapy because it was a loss of a sense of normalcy.
Yeah.
That's you're grieving, is you're grieving the loss of your sense of normalcy.
And I went through that with Blue. So I've had Blue for 10 years. We rescued him when he was 4 months. I got Smokey. We rescued him when he was about 4 months as well, 4 years ago. So they had Blue came as my second dog when I originally had my previous dog, right? Well, that dog was stolen out of the yard. And so Blue literally went through, at the time I was still married, my ex-husband had a dog. He went through a transition with it going from 3 dogs to 2, but he was okay, right? But once we divorced and it was just him, he would literally just lay by the front door and wait, because he was always looking for one of the other dogs to come into the house. And he did exactly that. He stopped eating. He started losing weight. He was sad all the time. And I said, okay. So, I fostered different dogs until we found the right fit. And that's how I got Smokey. We rescued him. So they've been together constantly, except for one night when I got Smokey fixed. And that one night, Blue laid at the front door, waited on him to come home the next day.
Now, that's torture, right? You can't be giving me that.
But I took him to the vet. And now there's a new thing that they do since COVID, that they make us sit in the car and wait, and they come get the dog, and then they take the dog in, and then they bring him back out. Well, while each of them were gone, it was so funny. They were like panicking, like, where my brother at? Where my brother at? That kind of thing. And I was like, I ain't going no damn way. He coming back. Shit.
Yeah. But, it's real.
Right.
But see, but I ain't gonna lie now, I was sitting over there empathizing with her. I had to kind of wipe my face a little bit, and she around here getting dogs fixed. So you right on just
ain't no different than going to get y'all ass with a vasectomy. I mean,
I ain't with that either. If the Lord want me to have
if we don't want you to have no more kids, we don't want you to have no more kids.
Oh my goodness. Listen.
Yes, they do.
Chandrita said, grief is real in whatever form, and as a friend, you might not know what to say. Just be a friend. Yes, and the thing is,
I can agree to that.
you know, I'm all about let people tell you what they need. It's okay to say, I don't know what you need. What can I do, or how can I support you? It's okay to just be a listening ear. But you know, as I've experienced in various stages of grief, a lot of times when people don't know what to say, they just need to shut the fuck up, because people put their foot in their mouth. Like one of the dumbest things that, and I'm gonna tell y'all a real life example. Benny grieving. One of the real life examples that happened to me. I had
You right.
one of the real life examples, I had lost a set of twins, y'all. And one of my guy friends said to me, "It's okay, Jay. You could try again." I said, and he had 2 kids, a son and a daughter. I said, "Let me tell you a story. Somebody broke in your house and killed both of your kids. How would you feel?" End of story. And he looked at me like, "What the fuck?" I said, "Exactly."
Yeah.
I said, "That's the gist of what you just said to me." And he was like, "You know what? I get it." I said, "Thank you." And I literally started saying that to people for a while to shut them the hell up, right? So I'm not saying y'all need to say that the next time somebody stomp on your grief. I'm just saying that's an example of what I said. But it's the same whether it's a human, a kid, a parakeet. Doesn't matter when people lose something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you can't say what was important to that other
Right,
person.
what was important to them or not. And a lot of us do get pets as a safety mechanism when we have loss, right? So whatever, you know, we're all going through. My hope is that, because I had no intention on talking about any of this tonight, so my hope is the fact that we did talk about it. It helps somebody to recognize that it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel angry or rage as you grieve. It's okay for your grief to take a while. Nobody can tell you how long or short it needs to be. It's okay for you to feel numb. Work yourself through it. Just don't stay stuck in it, right? Work yourself through it. Get help
Get
as
you
you
some therapy.
body.
So what,
right?
Therapy.
So if you got a person that don't want to take therapy, and they just say, what are some other options that you would recommend that possibly could help them without going to talk? Because, you know, talking to somebody takes
It's a
a little
lot.
effort too. So
Well,
what
I
would you
mean,
recommend the alternative to that?
there's grief message boards. There's journaling. Like,
And I would say,
I
even if you don't
I
want to
blog anonymously because I journal. And that's why I blog anonymously. That's why I never let anybody that knows me in real life know my blog name.
I
Because
always believe when you
that's
share,
how
if it's meant, they'll find it. Yeah. But also, let me say this: if facing your grief head on feels too heavy, because sometimes it can, right? Find activities that you can do with people that you feel good with, whether it's a knitting group, a puzzle group, a running group, a hiking group, a kayaking group. I don't care. Take a nap with somebody, but find people that you feel safe with, that you can do activities that help you express the energy. Because if not, it's going to sit and explode one day. So you still have to find safe ways, even if you're not necessarily talking about your grief or actively sharing it with anybody, to express that energy so that you have time to think and room to breathe and space to feel as it comes up. Right? Hell, go for a hike, make sure anybody else around you, and scream that shit out. Get in your car, put some music on, turn it on loud, get on the highway and scream that shit out. Get you a bat, beat the hell out your pillow. There's, you know, right? Do things that physically exhaust you, because that physical exertion is a good way to move that energy and help process through a lot of those emotions to get you to the point where you can, you know, think through how you're feeling, or figure out how you want to express it. Even again, if you're not talking about the active grief or the loss, expressing other emotions that you may feel is still going to be helpful and healthy.
tap
Right?
into your other emotions, because unfortunately, I hate to say this, but as a Black culture, we usually only express 2 emotions, and that's happiness or anger.
Yeah.
You very rarely see all the other emotions, and we have such a vast range of emotions, but we're not really taught to tap into those, because when you start crying in a Black family, I hate to say this, stop that fucking crying.
I give you something to cry about.
Cry about. So, but that's the thing. It's like but we need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable with people expressing real emotions, even if we don't know how to express ours.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And at the end of the day, get you somebody safe to talk to. Again, you don't have to actively talk about your grief or your trauma or your pain, but just get you somebody safe, whether it's a therapist or a wellness practitioner or an anonymous blog or putting an anonymous post in a Facebook group if you want to go that route, so that you can have some type of safe experience to express. Because when we don't express, we combust, right? So to catch up with the rest of the comments real quick, Kenneth said, this is some real talk. Sure said, all animals grieve the loss of their companions, especially when they're paired. Absolutely. Sean, pets know when something is wrong with you, just like you know when something is wrong with them. Yes.
The only difference is they can't take you to the hospital.
They can't take, and they can't really tell you what's wrong with them. Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, so now, y'all, we're going to delve into our inbox because y'all was on our neck.
Listen, y'all came through with the come on last week. So after last week's episode, which, by the way, if you have not seen, go back and catch up on it. Okay, we're going to say that, right? Go back and catch up on it and catch the replays on the YouTube channel right here where you are right now.
Absolutely.
So some of the comments that came through, you all were on some real good conversation this episode. Too many want to ignore how much size can really affect enjoyment. I'm with you. You're right. I had and this is a different person. I had an experience similar to what Jay and Gypsy were talking about. He was a great lover, but his thickness wasn't enough by itself. So I learned the most enjoyable positions to use. And we used some lubes that had sensation. I also partook in the greenery sometimes. Hey, and I noticed that made it feel like the eggplant was all good.
Right.
So what happens if you sober? But go ahead.
Ladies, if your man needs a little help in that department, try it. Okay.
If you sober, tell him, hold on a minute. I got to get right.
Get about 20 minutes. Get about 20 minutes. Let me eat this edible and take this puff.
Right.
Okay. Right. Next comment. Benny was right. If you find a good man that has all the other qualities, it might not be a deal breaker. We were together for years until age became a bigger issue. He was 20 years older than me. He hit 60 and wanted to slow down, and our needs became too different. See, I think that is a problem that we have to talk about when it comes to a big age difference, because if it's too vast and one person is in a different part of life and they want to chill and they tired as hell.
You mean the other person didn't work no more? Don't say it what it is. No more.
The person still want to be getting it in and on the move. That might be insurmountable. Like that might be a deal breaker. Y'all feel what I'm saying?
So
he said he meant it. He got
go ahead, I've been listening. Finish reading. I don't want to interrupt.
You know what? You trying to be all nice. Talking about, well, the age difference. He want to flip him. He don't work.
Well, I mean, hold on. What was said? You got to refresh me. What is it?
You know that peen don't work. It don't work.
I think it depends. It depends on what type dude you deal
with. Bro, she was trying to be nice. He's 20 years older than me. He hit 60 and wanted to slow down. It didn't work. Because at 40,
I mean, that
let me tell you something about 40. Let me tell you, when you hit 40, you be like,
hey, you want to swing from the chandelier.
And so, if you 40 and he's 60 and he want to take a nap and you want to ride a cowboy. Thank you.
Next, swipe left. Sean said, damn, I missed last week. I'm going to have to spin the block. Listen, Sean, we went in. So, yes, I'm going to need you to spin the block, kind sir, and go and spin the replay. And when you catch up on that replay, tell us what you think in the comments, okay?
Absolutely.
Tanya laughing at us. Next comment.
You know I'm right, though. She know I'm right. She was known me since I was 12. I ain't changed.
I can't even argue with you. Next comment. Benny, I got to give you props. You were on to something when y'all were talking about the man size, and if he's a great catch in every other way, sometimes we'll hold our tongue. It's a lot of men that are not as well endowed as they think they are. We said that, but they are still good men. I had a cousin who was a sex worker and used to tell me all about her clients. One of her best dudes was
Microphonically. You know what it means.
Read it. God damn it.
You know what microphonically means. Microphonically challenged.
One of her clients was microphonically challenged. She said she slobbered down, and he was always generous with her and constantly gave her gifts. Listen, I got nothing, but okay, listen.
Micro.
But see,
Micro meaning. You know what micro means. Stop playing.
I know what it means.
See, now I'm glad that that person, they recognize that, because me, I know I be spitting. I ain't gonna even lie, because I know it's like most women are not necessarily about a man for money, but she want a man that can do for himself and possibly can do for her if necessary.
Yeah.
So just so happened,
yeah.
She messed around and she run into a righteous baller. He's a great guy, cut grass, love her children. She got some. I'm talking about everything, but he a little short. She ain't finna fuck that up by no means.
Real short.
Now, after she get 5, 10, 15 years in and she's invested and she can leave him and take a little something with her, she'll go back to a dude that ain't even working. They got that meat patch.
Wanted to do with the birth certificate. Now she ain't gonna leave for the dude with the birth certificate. Now she might work him on the side. She ain't going nowhere. Well, if all he got is a birth certificate, baby, he ain't.
Let me tell you something. I'm an ologist. I'm an allologist. What I'm saying is that women, when they do choose to step out, right? Let's just say she messing with one, I'm gonna say 3 inches, just put a number on it. But then she messing with 9 inches. She would play that role for a minute, even though the 9 inches may not have what she really wants. She'll play it for a minute till she start getting addicted. Because once a woman get addicted, she start getting sloppy because that's what she truly desires.
Oh, that's a lie. Y'all,
no.
We do. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
It's the truth.
What'd
You may have.
Y'all can come quicker than we do.
It depends. Everything is circumstantial, but anyway, anywho, the average situation on like that, a woman keep didding, but now she sporadically do it, she might can get away with that. But if that dude knocking 5 from my ass 2-3 times a week, she gonna fuck her house up. I'm telling you. Oh shit.
No shit.
You talking about a nigga you talking about a nigga who done seen how it fucked up. Yes. Yes. And it's fine. But guess what though? In all fairness, it's the same way with a man and a woman. If that woman is a little bit more tantalizing than what he's, you know what I'm saying, than what he with, let him go to slam 2-3 times.
Let me tell you something. She gonna still come home and cook his dinner. She gonna still play the vixen in the bedroom.
She not
finna fuck her house up. Now, especially if he paying the bill, he ain't finna fuck her house up.
All right. Well, let me ask you this, Gypsy. Let me ask you this.
She gonna have a headache every now and then, but she ain't finna fuck her house up.
But let me ask you this in all fairness. Have you ever seen a woman fuck up a house?
Not over no dick.
Not over no.
Come on now, G.
Y'all not over no dick that ain't got no chance to it.
Y'all stand now. Wait, right. Hold up. Everybody in the comments. If you can say or know any woman
no
up our house about that sausage meat, we're waiting on your call.
No. Now, let me tell you something. He has to have a lot more going on than just the good dick.
But what I'm saying is the initiative.
But usually good dick comes with toxic shit.
Penis.
Like
the initiative was penis. Now, I'm gonna ask the same question. How many guys messed up their house by some cat? It's the same.
Oh, well, y'all stupid. Y'all slap you from the dump.
Okay, so you know too many of them, but you don't think I know a whole bunch of women that tore their house up?
Now I think you as a barber probably know way more than me and Gypsy.
No, because what I'm saying,
what
I'm saying is,
I said she had, somebody who did all the dude was younger than her. Girl, I ain't finna let no dude that can just crack my back and that's all he can do. If he can't pay no bills and crack my back, no, bro.
Gypsy,
listen.
In a perfect world, inside a book, you all right. If I was a
Listen.
leprechaun or a unicorn, you'd be right.
Y'all get in the comments and tell us what you thinking. Get in the comments and tell us what you thinking.
So seriously, you know somebody that did.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna catch up on all the comments. Chandrita said maybe he just need a nap, then he ready to play. Okay, we're gonna go with that. Tanya said like sucking on a Tic Tac. What damn. Chandrita said, oh, girl, just learn the micro. I see y'all got jokes tonight. Benny done rubbed off on y'all tonight.
Learn to micromanage.
Sean said,
what is a honey pack?
Girl, I'm getting there. Hold on. Sean said it sounds like they need that blue pill or blue chew or the honey pack.
What is a honey pack?
What is a honey pack? I'm coming. I'm catching up. Hold on.
Well,
baby, the honey pack. What? I thought somebody was telling us what it is.
But watch this though. But even with a honey pack, you still it ain't gonna make you.
What is a honey pack?
A honey pack is a influencer.
Is a what?
It's like a blue pill or something.
Oh.
A honey pack is just it's honey. And it got I guess whatever the
like
stuff
herbs
is
and
now
stuff
to make you.
Oh, okay.
I ain't never tried that before. They sell them at a gas station. I ain't gonna fuck no shit in no gas station.
No, buddy.
Right next to the cigarette.
Take your ass to the doctor. Sure said fatal attraction. Right. People will kill over it. Chandrita said, I agree with Benny. Good sex will mess you up.
That's real.
I don't know now. Chandrita, I ain't never had none that make me fuck my house.
But hear it out though. Now, if let's just say, I'm gonna use you for an example, right? If my name Robert, your name Shirley, right? All right, so me and Shirley, we messing around, right? She married, I'm single. Now, if she give me something today, but don't give me no more for about 3 weeks, we may talk on the phone here and now. She give me some more. After 3 weeks, she don't give me no more for 2-3 months. You're right. You're not gonna get caught up. But if y'all communicating on a regular and y'all having sex 2-3 times a week, somebody's face gonna be long. I'm telling you, because
that's the thing. Hold on now. That's because Benny, they have not put it in the rules. They hadn't put it in perspective.
But most of the time,
rules
don't just come about.
Hold on, yes, they do. When you a friend with benefits, you don't call me after booty call hours. You can't call after booty call hours. You supposed to call between 10 and 2 a.m. if you call a booty call hours, that's a relationship. I got to stop talking to you. I can't talk to you. Like, no. Like, you need to play your position. You start getting out of pocket.
But Gypsy, I don't disagree with none of that. I'm just saying that, like, to think about it. If I saw him, I'm telling you.
You cannot get caught up if you know it.
I know you don't supposed to, but let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is it a show named Snap that exists? And how did it get established? Gypsy, your turn.
Oh my God, y'all got me.
I guarantee you, Gypsy, all those people on there.
As I step to the mic, but most of them are white women.
Hey, and guess what? It's some melanated ones on there as well. 2 in Georgia, 4 in Alabama, 6 in Tennessee, 9 in Mississippi, because I used to watch that show on the regular.
Oh yeah. Then there was that bitch that said she saw that clown on the side of the road.
Hey.
And you know what? I had to go back and think about it. I did know somebody years ago. Listen, real talk. We was hanging out doing girl day one day, right? I guess her husband was at work. I don't know what the hell he was. But we sitting up in the movie theater, her phone rings. She steps over to take the call real quick, comes back. I had to take that. That was my boyfriend. I was like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking she's just being cute, talking about her husband. Because, we call people husband.
Right.
So, we left the movies after it was done, went to lunch, having kiki ha. She says, no, that was my real boyfriend. I said, what the fuck? Girl, don't tell me nothing else. But I don't want to be up in your husband's face smiling. Leave me out your shit.
See, but that's the thing, though, because like watch this, Jips. I'm going to give you a real life fire analogy. And I talk about this on the Recovering Whole Comedy Tour as well. That'll be released in about 3 weeks. But
it's lit too, y'all. I saw the live tour. It's the bomb.
So here's the thing. This is what people don't realize. When I meet this woman, she married and I'm single. I may be like, oh man, that's just my little married bitch. I'm giving you straight up word. I'm telling you how people talk. This just my little married bitch. They don't mean you a bitch, but it's just that my little married bitch.
Yeah.
But then you start talking to her when she leaves home, y'all talking 2-3 hours out the day. Right? I know what I'm saying, because I done heard these situations. Like, you don't start off, but if he's real tantalizing with the conversation, and then y'all connect, and there's a lot of things match, y'all gonna communicate more, which makes the sex better.
That's when you
Then
need
don't forget too, if I'm single and you married, I'm telling you some shit with a little extra gas in there too now. You know, like I'm telling you things because you got to remember now, I'm trying to get you when I want to. You the one got a situation, not me. And one thing about women love compliments. Now, that don't mean she's gullible, but she like him anyway. She's eating up all this shit that he's saying. And he knocking thigh from her ass 2-3 times a week. At some point, she ain't gonna get her husband none of that motherfucking none of them yam. Because she's thinking about what she really wants. Even though she may be in a little la land, but that's what she want to be. His houses get messed up all the time. All these divorces, 70%, ain't because all of them couldn't talk. It's somebody's sausage got her hostage.
Oh my
God. I'm telling you. Now, you will never hear women say, oh, I fucked my house up for another sausage. Because it sounds bad. But I guarantee you, 50, 60, 70% of them divorces is about another sausage. I'm telling you.
Well,
you couldn't have 30 years just.
Now, most marriages get messed up over finances before sausage. You know that.
And sausage. Because to get what, that other sausage got some finances.
Not necessarily, because good dick usually attached to a toxic no. I can't really. I know this from the circle of guys I know. Them cats, you just ought to hear these stories, man. It's like a lot of times. I'm here to tell you. I hear the stories from the women, and I'm telling you, a lot of times, good peen is attached to toxic peen that ain't got no job. He out there playing PS2 while your ass at work. And why? Because he ain't got shit to do but practice. And then he get home, that's how he pay for his house. And he get home, and that's all he want to do.
But how good? But if you think about it, though, that's what she wants. Because I said they were from step one is that sausage.
I don't agree with good dick is all toxic, though.
That's okay. There's batteries for that.
Look at that. Hold on. Let's get some of these comments. It's about that time. Let's see what we're talking about.
Kenneth said shit happened.
That's right, Ken.
Said, I know someone who did. The dude was younger than her.
Okay, sausage meat.
Kenneth, look, real talk. I broke up. Damn, man. Too hard. Now we need details. I need for you to pop in these comments and give us details, Kenneth.
Yeah. I mean, because,
tell us what you're talking about.
Okay.
Like Benny said, you might get sloppy and start risking it all. Sean said that Benny right. Shandruda said, sorry.
Oh,
man. It will.
I must be different then, because I ain't never let no peen fuck my shit up.
Okay.
Sean said, when you lay it down right, women lose their mind.
Gypsy, okay, you're a unicorn. Congratulations to the unicorn.
I sure am. I'm a damn unicorn, because ain't no way.
Sure said, Gypsy for the win. Benny gets the trophy. Benny, Shan said, Benny, I'm with you when you right. Be over there hiding in the bush. Wait a minute, with footies. Y'all know what though? Y'all just brought up another memory. Why do I know somebody that real life happened to? I was dating this dude years ago.
Real shit.
And his cousin was dating this chick. Now we was in our 20s, they was in their 40s. They was dating and they both worked at the same job, right? Mm-hmm. So when he wasn't at work and she was at work, this raggedy crazy ass bitch would leave work and be outside the damn bushes. And one day I was over there, we was watching. I was like, you hear something? Got up and it was her ass outside looking, trying to figure out who I was. Girl, listen, I forgot all about that, but yeah, some folks be
shit.
That's some crazy shit.
But think about that.
That is what they call them, sir.
Oh yeah, say
Oh my
That's his job. That's his job, and that's all he know how to do.
Good evening.
Hey, Dana.
Hey, now they're going back to what you were just saying about the woman.
Not proud, but keeping it real. Kenneth, we need
That's
details.
real.
Make
We
it
need
generic.
details. We need details.
Now watch this. Now going back to what Jay was just saying about the girl in the bushes. See, we got to keep in mind too that all these women and men out here, all the men or women ain't for you.
Yeah.
So let's just say that woman is married, she happy, but she decided to step out and she find what she truly desires. You got to remember now, you don't find what you really want too many times in life.
Yeah.
Let's be for real.
Yeah.
So men or women, now I'm gender neutral on this. Men or women that find what they really like can make you slightly crazy.
Now I agree with that.
That's why I said
But that's a little bit of love.
I got folks that want to remain anonymous, and Benny, they texting me over here, blowing my fucking phone up.
Yeah,
You need the truth. Most of my friends are men, and the men in my family are the biggest hoes ever. He's spitting game, girl. Listen, can't always listen to that honey girl bullshit.
yeah, I mean, cause that's what I'm saying. Cause think about it. If a woman is really into a man, I'm a man, so I can see it. If a woman is really into you and you doing what you need to do, first of all, you're gonna get a certain look. It's gonna be like that. Like shit, boy, you done this. So once you get the look, you also telling her things that you know that she likes to hear. So what I'm saying is, so if I'm dealing with, let's just say this woman, she married for an example, and then she be like, and I be like, damn, baby, you beautiful. And she already like me. Everything I say, she eating that shit up.
Yeah.
And I might be just what she was looking for. But guess what? All of a sudden, I decide, hey, baby, we'll go ahead and cut this off. She ain't ready to cut it off. But it's vice versa with men and women, too. Because I done heard some of these dudes haircut and went slap ass crazy.
Oh, yeah.
About the same thing. Because it's one thing about having sex
I
with
put
multiple
some
people.
windows out your car.
It's right. That song wasn't made because she just like the same. She done bust some goddamn wonders. So what I'm saying is, same thing with a guy. You mess around, y'all mess around, start having sex raw and doing everything. She doing things to you. You do not want to find out nobody else getting that same treatment.
Yeah.
That's on
I
both
agree with
ends.
that.
So that comes from 2-3 times a week, 4 times a week being involved because there's a lot of shit to try 4 days out the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real talk.
But the other thing is like, you know, you got to keep it real too. If that's just a cut, buddy, you can't spend the night. Like, take your ass home after you finish. You can't spend the night.
Well, yeah,
because that kind of shit leads to you mixing up what's going on.
I'm gonna jump in there and say this. That's grown folk shit right there, because that kind of intimacy makes the sex better. But you also got to be able to handle it, and you got to be able to communicate so that if somebody's feelings are changing, you can either navigate it and move forward or cut the shit off, right?
She better be here now and then. All right.
Right now, it can't be every day, right? Because somebody's gonna be in
2-3
love real quick.
times a week.
It can't be every day. If it start being every day, people get confused.
Yeah,
what it is.
I don't think they can, even if you Gypsy, if you explaining every day, Robert, I don't go with you, I love Eric. Or every day, Johnny, I love, you know what I'm saying? What you saying is different than what your action's showing.
Yeah.
You ran up putting meat all up on her throat and shit and got her running and all that. And you talking to her and all that shit. She ran that whole like, boy, hell no, boy. I'm telling you, people,
like
just
Satan,
human
get
nature,
thee away from me.
they want what they want when they really desire it.
That's true.
Why?
But you know, that's the thing is that, yeah, you're right. Things
cool.
Sex clouds your judgment when you're young. when you're young or inexperienced, sex clouds your judgment. I learned how to put things in boxes. And unfortunately, I put things in boxes, and that's the thing. But once I put your ass in a box, you ain't getting out.
Well, I think that's fair.
If I call you FWB, you will forever be FWB. You would never jump out that box.
But watch this though, Gypsy. You know what taught thine those lessons? Experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Experience.
Because 54-year-old me knows that you can't change those kind of things, and you can't change the rules mid-game. Now, 34-year-old me was fucking stupid. Oh, if I put it on right here, changes, man. What? No, the fuck he won't. And you shouldn't either. Why would you want somebody? Right? Why would you want somebody that's how you have to persuade them? No, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's true, but unfortunately, it happens. That's why, like, at me, the 44-year-old me understand why people say wait before you start really having sex. Now, I would have never admitted this shit just a year ago, but but real talk, you have to really watch it because
Yeah.
a woman can have 99 sex partners, right? And she can get with a guy at 100 and be like, God damn it, that's what I was looking for. And make a snap. And same thing for a guy. So, but you don't know that while you out here just saying, boom, fuck buddy, which could be true. But it's always a fuck buddy that's the best fucking buddy ever.
Yeah.
And now, you
Now you mad because the milkshake bringing all the boys to the yard.
Right.
Or the same thing.
Like, it's better than yours.
Let me catch these comments up real quick. Sean said, oh, wait, I'm sorry. Let me go back to Kenneth. Said no details, these people lives.
That's right.
Sean
Kenneth
said you can't kiss and tell. And I'm with you when you're right. If you can't tell generically, just
absolutely. If you can't make it generic, don't tell it.
Yeah, because we're not trying to blow up nobody's anything.
Yeah, we ain't blowing up nobody's spot.
Chandrita said, but seriously, to take care of yourself mentally, you have to know if you can handle the cut, buddy. Whole facts.
80% of the people can't.
Kenneth said, I heard that. Sure said, for men, sex clouds their judgment. Men are late in learning to stop thinking with their member. Look at these 60, 70-year-old men lusting after young women.
So hold on.
So they got the blue pill, sure, and they just found out that the shit still works. I already told you about that. That's what the problem is they found out that shit still works. Now, okay, let me preface it with this. Back it up. So these 60 and 70-year-old men that are lusting after these young women, 9 times out of 10 got married young. And then they 20s, 30s, 40s, they were married. So they missed all of their whole phase for real. And then they out here trying to figure out if they still got it. And what they don't understand is when they 60, she don't want you for nothing but your damn check, props. She don't really want your ass, but she'll fuck you for the check. I'm just saying, you just a check.
Because I don't believe they're not getting some dick somewhere else.
Right.
She may love that man too, but I still think she getting satisfied somewhere else. And I could be wrong.
She hoping that your ass will Kevin Samuels on her ass. You know what I mean when I say you'll Kevin Samuels on her ass, because you know that's how he went up out of here and laid up on top of a woman.
Well,
And I want to go back to the comment. I think that was Sheer, what she was saying, like the older men, the young women. Now, I don't disagree with you on that, but I'm gonna add a perspective on that. Is that you got to keep in mind you do have men who shit still work.
Yeah.
So and then hold up now. But if they with a woman around the same age and she's not that active and your PP still work, you're going to go exercise that PP. Now, watch this. But let's flip it. I'm being fair now. If you were a 67-year-old man and he kind of feeble and shit ain't working, and that woman still, you know what I'm saying, still tough and still around here fine, she's going to have some younger men too, because the younger men going to be like, damn, what up, old school? And they're going to knock fire from old ass if she's still with it. You know what I'm saying? But she ain't going to leave him.
How he died.
Right?
I just think it's unrealistic for a man or a woman to, let's just say, if I'm sitting here with my woman right here, we both 70. I'm still healthy as a horse, and she around here don't shit work. Her sugar high, her blood pressure high.
Somebody gonna want
she got gout. So it may be like I'm gonna take care of because I committed to that. But if you think for 1 second I'm gonna let this dick die, an early death, it ain't gonna happen.
Wait a minute.
I gotta work it out.
Early death.
That's why y'all be going to get the blue pill. It really the bitches on life support.
But see, but all of them get blue pill though. And then you gotta consider this too. If you flip it and you got a 70-year-old fox got a couple of gray streaks, but still shaped up right. I guarantee you, she ain't going to get another old ass man. She gonna get us some probably about 52, 53, strong back, and
Cause we trying to swing from the chandeliers, baby.
He gonna fold her old up ass up like a person.
Oh.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. And get what? She's still gonna take care. She's still gonna take care of Mr. Miranda.
Hey,
she's still gonna take care of
that. Taking care of that.
But
taking care of the household.
guess what? That don't mean she. So that's why.
Oh, I like what Sean said.
Shit, I'm 50 and I need a grown woman. A little girl can't do nothing for me but make me bust. I need more stimulation than that, no matter what level we on.
And that's right. That's the other thing too, is that
Benny, go to the corner. Tanya said, nah, younger because 53 don't get hard. Well, geez.
That part, unless he got help, and then he got to know exactly what time he can come over so he can pop that pill 90 minutes before.
I don't know what y'all be around messing with.
Cause I'm like, who is y'all dealing with?
I just couldn't. I don't know.
You ain't 50 nothing yet.
Would that be true?
Well, that ain't even 10 years away.
It's a lot of shit can happen in 10 years. Let me tell you something. Do you know how much shit stop working in 10 years?
Well, yeah, for some.
Let me school you, Benny.
My blood.
I had to get a knee replacement at 49. You start getting replacement parts and shit in the late 40s. So when you need replacement parts and shit, trust me, it's other shit that need replacement.
Oh Jesus!
It's gonna need a tune-up.
Or they got the sugar.
My blood.
They got sugar. Their blood pressure ain't working right.
I'm gonna be one of them old men you speak of. 80 years old, Mr. Benny might have 11-year-old.
Because listen, I did have a friend years ago. She used to regale us with stories of her parents who were in their 80s. And baby, they were still going to the hospital with injuries because they were still trying to get it on. And like daddy was jumping out the bed and mama was trying to hang on to shit. So the ambulance was being called fairly regularly when they pulled something to hurt something. And when they died, she said they were quite embarrassed that they had to go through the parents' bedroom and clear up all the paraphernalia that they had, all the toys and all the kinky shit. And I was like, listen, baby, they was having fun. That's all that matters. They was having fun. Okay. Man. Let me catch up on these comments here. And then I'm going to get back to the last few that we have in our chat from last week. Sean said, if you work out and eat right, you strong, line boy. Men start dealing with erectile dysfunction around 45, 46. Sure said that part, Sean. See me, that's why I get out and hike 5-6 miles a day when I'm home. I eat fairly healthy. I drink plenty of water because I'm only 44, but I'm trying to live a long life and I'm trying to live healthy and gracefully. I ain't trying to be old, shriveled.
Well, after all that hiking, I don't need his ass going out when he come back in the house because he can hike all fucking day.
No, that keeps the stamina up, baby. The hiking keeps the stamina up. That's all I'm gonna say today. This lady had a baby at 78.
Good cat. Still exists. That's all that said to me.
Oh my God.
But guess what? How old the baby daddy is though, Sher? How old is the baby daddy? That's the real question.
Who's the daddy? So while y'all catching up in the comments, let us know what you're thinking, what you're sipping, what you're eating on, where you from, how you feeling if you're just now coming in. And I'm going to catch up on these last few comments here. All right. So we did that one. Okay. I just want y'all to know I'm going to copycat this and I'm going to start saying microphonically challenged now. Y'all going to hear me say that.
Right.
I'm going to steal that. Okay. That being said, this is the next one. We ain't all straight. I'm with you. Okay. Bisexual man. And yes, all capital letters, size matters, man or woman. I've had a few dudes who just couldn't get me off. I'm not your typical dude and I don't limit myself. So I will fuck the shit out of man and I can take it.
Okay,
listen, I ain't mad at you.
That part. All right, now.
I ain't mad at you. Handle your business, sir. Listen, I celebrate you and salute you. Handle your business, okay?
Right.
And Jay.
Okay, we back. We back live. We back live.
Jay, all capital letters. Get them, girl. Size matters, and sometimes it don't matter how much you adore that man. Being expected to live a lifetime of lackluster sex just to protect a man ego is not it.
Absolutely not. There's no way I'm going to keep a pinky around when I can go get her. Yeah.
But you know something though. But the thing is though, I think that's all fairness because see, like right now, see, I'm just gonna be a man of reasoning right now, Gypsy and Jay. The thing is though, I agree with y'all women. If you want something that satisfy you, I want you to get what you want. But you got to remember now, it's a lot of guys stay in marriages, and the woman is definitely not what he want. But it's kind of like I cheat a little bit, but I committed to it, and we got cheered. Just being for real.
You're right though.
So, but if a guy left that woman for the same reason though, he'll be in every courthouse getting all his assets garnished behind that. You know what I'm saying? But a woman can
you
just
know
say,
how many men be trying to get alimony now?
Yeah.
Well, guess what?
My ex-husband
Black
tried.
folk been trying to get reparation. They ain't been able to get that. A lot of these jokers ain't getting no alimony like that.
Oh God.
They can try it. Now, I'm not saying it don't exist, but not at the rate.
It exists, and the thing is that you know we tolerate a lot more and will stay a lot longer than a man will. A man ain't gonna stay when a woman cheats. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
But you know why though? You know why?
Why?
A woman will tolerate a guy in some instances a little longer because once she gets established, she don't want very much to change. And she may be in a period in her life where let's just say the youngest is 1, the oldest is 5, and things ain't bad enough for her to leave. So she may say, all right, I'll stick around for a minute, but when Duke turned 15, I'm going to leave your rich ass. And she'll stretch your face out long as I-95.
Yeah.
When a man and a lot of guys. Now, speaking on it for the men, I know some men that are up and leave a whole family, but 9 times out of 10, from my expert opinion and what I've heard, is because she done trapped that puss out. Most men don't just up and leave. Once he know she done trapped that little cat out, his desire for her is dead. Now, it's different between assuming and she can lie to it, but if he know,
but a lot of times they'll leave when she cheat, and they been cheating.
Well, the thing is,
like what you mean for? You already been community king.
But watch this though. Watch this.
Like she should be grateful for community king. I mean, she got to be a nut.
But watch this though. You don't go to jail for stealing. You go to jail for getting caught stealing. Next question.
Let me catch up on these comments.
Am I lying?
Oh my
God. Tell me I'm lying.
So what you saying is because he didn't get caught, he all right, but she got caught.
But guess what? In the same way with a woman.
10, he gets caught multiple times before she even step out.
Well, that ain't necessarily true. Like I think because I know
you got bad pain.
Oh, I love
bad pain to get you. Listen, bad pain to get you stepped out on every time.
I mean that could be true.
You don't come home and cook.
But you know what to get you stepped out on too? You know what I'm saying? Falls on a guy, a chick that was already occupied when she got with you. Because you got some women that got guys, what I call one in the corner pocket. He may not be on active duty, but the nigga in the reserve. You know what I'm saying? He in the reserve, meaning that we ain't getting that little cat right now, but we communicate. Meaning that whenever I say, number 15, we need you in the game, it's not a problem. And sometimes a man could be given a good thing, but the dude prior to you could have been given a good thing too, and she never disconnected from him. So now me and Shirley got problems here, but get what Shirley finna do? Okay, I sure been ass. Oh, I'm finna go out with the girls.
Number 2, you've been promoted, boo.
I'm gonna go hang out with the girls.
But that's the other thing, though. If you know you in the second string and you got promoted to first string, then you best believe somebody got your old fucking job.
Well, let me catch up on these comments. That blood be flowing and you gonna tap out. What was we talking about, Sean? Who's blood flowing and gonna tap out?
We talking about right and keep yourself right.
Chandrita said, sure is disrespectful to be having babies that old. Sure said he around the same age. I feel like I vaguely remember that story. It was an older couple in India. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't remember how old, but it might be the same couple. We are not as Chandrita because ain't nobody trying to have no damn kids at that old. But I do remember that because it was they had prayed for it because a lot of times they are shunned when they can't have kids, especially your son.
Right.
I remember reading that article. Y'all acting up tonight. I love it. And we love y'all. Keep
No,
comments, baby. Benny is right about women who ride it out, graduate from high school, she out. But a lot of men will stay to it. Same thing, graduate from college or get to a certain age and they out.
And then I'm gonna tell you, it's a different level of
Benny's
commitment.
been game tonight.
Oh well, thank you, Sean. Thank you. But most men, I'm telling you from what I've seen in my experience, when most men marry a woman, that's probably the woman he really wanted. But when a lot of women marry a man, it could be a second or third option because she couldn't get the man she wanted. But the guy you end up, the guy, no, not all the time, but a lot of times. See, a lot of times a guy will pick the guy with the better look that'll appear to parents, friends, co-workers, constituents, opposed to the better option that she probably really needed. So she will take that appearance and go out with Johnny, that's with the short meat, or with the whatever the case is.
it's true.
But she gonna cheat with Reggie. But that don't mean she, like I'm telling you, the appearance for a lot of women until they mature and get older, they will take that second or third screen option just because she couldn't get the first.
But I think men do that as well.
Men do that as well. They'll get a model that can't cook.
Sometimes.
This nigga be starving at the house because she got the look. And his fucking stomach talking to his back.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, let me catch up on these comments, and we do have a couple of questions. The next comment, what Gypsy said, I don't need no wet ass in capital letters for no reason or something like that. It need to count and be good.
That part.
Somebody said, seems like old man is a little bit bitter or jaded.
They talk about my own, boy.
And then somebody sent a question. Can you talk more about your breast reduction? I'm a 42 triple D and tired of these damn things.
Ooh, them things.
And then another person said, Jay, can you talk about your breast reduction? I'm gonna read these out, and we may not get to all of them because one of these is for old man, so we can circle back next week. Somebody said, get into it. Old man is antiquated with his relationship ideals. What do you all? Well, I guess it's for everybody. What do you all think are some of the real reasons more people are getting divorced or choosing not to get married? Mm-hmm. And lastly, this is a good one. I currently have a partner that after having an injury has a hernia that has taken away from his size.
Shrinkage.
That's
shrinkage. That's shrinkage, girl. Shrinkage.
That's what I'm saying. So is a hernia, that one thing may have a big name on it.
It could be something.
A hernia makes
so I'm guessing it's down there. So yeah, she says, please give me some ideas to enjoy sex with him because I really do love him, but it makes me want to cheat. All right. So going back,
her saying it, she on the way.
So going back to the breast reduction, and then we'll dive back into these other two questions. With the breast reduction, yeah. So I actually, whoever asked that question with the 42, what was it?
Triple D.
42 triple D. I understand because I was right behind you. I was a 40 triple D when I had my breast reduction 4 years ago, and I did disclosure because it does make a difference. I did choose to use my insurance for mine. So with insurance, they're going to take out a minimum amount because they're going to look at your body metrics and your proportions, and they want to make sure that you still look balanced. They don't want them to be too small for your frame or still too big.
You don't want to look like Rick Williams.
Oh. Hey, but let me ask you this: is it really a such thing as taking too much off, considering that it's just and it can come back?
Well, let me answer this question. Yes and no. From the insurance perspective, they're simply looking at aesthetically, physically, does it look proportionate? As far as they
determine that, that's interesting. I'm listening.
But also from an insurance perspective, they also are looking at whether or not it causes health problems, like such as back issues and things like that.
And that's where I'm going. So in order for the insurance to approve it, you have to be able to have a minimum amount of weight taken out. If it's less than whatever their minimum amount is, they're going to say you don't have enough. They're not going to approve it. It also has to be where the doctor basically substantiates, right? So at that point, I had been in a major car accident. I had spinal trauma. I had migraines. So I had plenty of documentation. Now, years prior, I had tried to get it paid for through insurance, and they just didn't want to do it, even though I still had medical documentation. One thing I learned, if you're trying to do this, and this may be helpful, because I had a friend that used to work in insurance, and she hit me to it. And this was after I had already done it the second time, but it may be helpful for you. If you're trying to get your insurance to pay for it, go for it in the beginning of the year when they just start their fiscal year budget. Because by the summertime and going into the latter part, they're trying to say them duckies, they're more likely to say no. And I think that was part of why I got the no the first time I did it. But I had already decided, even though insurance said no, I was willing to pay for it out of pocket at that point. Why I waited some more years was because I was still trying to figure out if I would have kids, right? There was no point in me having the surgery knowing that they would just come back, because mine came from weight gain with hormones, right? So I went through the process, had all my documentation, and and it was neck pain and injuries. So they approved it. Now, I did go back to my surgeon because I've started to gain it back from weight gain over the past couple of years. And I don't have enough for the insurance to approve it anymore. So I would have to pay out of pocket. I'm still probably going to get it done next year because they have started to grow back and increase the headaches and the tension on my neck. So it's worth it to me. You have to figure out, honestly, even though there's discomfort with it, you have to figure out, because there is going to be scarring that's not going to ever go away. Now, it's minimal, but it's still there. Are you comfortable with that? Will your person be comfortable with that if that's a concern of yours? The person that you're with, are they a breast person? If they are, they're going to have feelings about you taking away some of the thing that is attractive to them, right? Now, if they really love you and they really rocking with you, it's going to be fine. But that still is a conversation that you have to be willing to have. The recovery is kind of intensive. Some people said it was back to work the next day. I was at home for about a week. I was getting into shit probably about the third or fourth day because I was bored. But I also had a friend come stay with me for about 2 weeks to give me help. I had people helping taking care of the dogs. My partner moved everything to where it was an arm reach, so I didn't have to reach high or low. We adjusted things in the shower. We really accommodated the house to make it easy, and we were able to do that. Those are things that you have to consider, because the full recovery time is at minimum 6 weeks after the surgery, because you got to realize they're going into your chest cavity. And the surgery is there. It seems minor, but it's actually a really intensive surgery that takes multiple hours, sometimes 3-4 hours. And so
and they gotta know what they're doing.
They gotta know what the fuck they doing. Okay.
Absolutely.
I chose my surgeon because he was actually one of the best here in the state of Alabama and in Birmingham. I had a friend that had gone to him, and he was just highly recommended. I also chose a man because different women that I had met that had cosmetic surgery, especially breast, that had men and women surgeons. Everybody that had the male surgeons was more pleased. And what my understanding is the women do a good job. It's not that they don't. It's just simply that a lot of the times they're solely focused on get in, do it well, get out. Whereas the men seem to put more. They do that.
Aesthetics.
They are on point with the surgery, but they're also going to look at, does it look good?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I wasn't as focused on somebody else looking at it and thinking it looked good, but I knew if it looked good to that male gaze, it likely was going to look good to me. Right. And I was very pleased with mine. You also have to consider, what is your weight? Are you at a weight that you can maintain? Does your weight fluctuate regularly? See, my breast came from hormonal changes with pregnancy and weight gain, right? I couldn't lose them because I have very dense tissue, meaning I can lose weight very easily. My breast will never go. They had to be surgically reduced. So that's another thing that you have to consider. Are you able to reduce them based on exercise and weight training? Because if you are, I suggest going that route. You can lift your breast with the correct chest and back and arm exercises and weight gain. I'm sorry, weight loss. If not, then consider that. Also recognize that because I have dense tissue, I'm a higher risk for cancer and those different things. So I do have to get mammograms every year. And so you want to consider that as well, right? There's different upkeep that comes with it. Hands down, it was one of the best decisions I made for myself. And I hate that I waited so long, but it was the right decision for me because I knew it wouldn't make sense if I did decide to have kids to have gone through that for nothing at that point, right? If you are wanting to have kids or if you're breastfeeding, it's something that you really want to think about and may delay, because it's not impossible to breastfeed after having a breast reduction, but sometimes it can take years if they do even reconnect successfully. All those nerves and stuff.
You have to move your nipples.
Right. So it can take up to 5 years for everything to fully regenerate. So if that is something that you're considering, you want to weigh that option as well. I was very fortunate that my partner at the time, he didn't want me to do it because he's a breast guy, but he was very supportive. So you know what I'm saying? And again, that's a major surgery that's going to alter how you look and how you feel about yourself. So you want to make sure that you are righteously having those conversations with your person, whether they're male or female, right? Because they're going to be involved in your recovery. They're going to be involved in all the things that come with going through that process. Let me catch up on these comments real quick because we are closing down. Okay. And then we got to get back to that last question. Sean said, nah, if she can't cook, it's a wrap. I can cook BBQ and bake. She got at least be able to do 2 of those 3 things.
So, just throw this out there, Sean. Maybe it can be for next time, whatever. So what if she can't cook, but she's strong financially, strong sexually, beautiful like you like? She just ain't cooking. She just ain't good in that area. So that's for Sean.
Tell us what you think in the comments, Sean. Sean says, shit, I love big old tickle bitties. Tickle bitties. But you got to do what's right for you. Exactly. Right. And again, so you have to be willing. It is major surgery. Make sure you have your shit in order and your ducks in a row before you go into major surgery, because anything can happen. Make sure you have
and please, for God's sake, don't lie about something that's going. Like, don't tell them that you're not taking like over-the-counter medication and you are. Don't lie and tell them that you've never, like, you don't drink or whatever, and you do. Because the thing is that you could go in there and never wake up.
Yeah. Your blood pressure can bottom out. Like they need to
So do not lie about what you do recreationally. That is, if they ask you, do you drink? Please be honest, because that anesthesiologist needs to know that.
Yeah. Also consider your health history. So for me, I have sleep apnea, right? And I know that historically speaking, I tolerate anesthesia, but it is difficult to wake me up. And so that's one of the things even though it's in my chart, I tell them, the few major surgeries I've had, that's one of the first things I make sure that I talk to the surgeon about. When the anesthesiologist comes into the room in surgery prep, I make sure that they know. And breast reduction is typically done as an outpatient surgery nowadays. My doctor kept me 2 days to keep an eye on me and make sure that I was breathing okay and that everything was good before they sent me home, right? So again, this is a major decision.
Right.
Hands down, I would not change it. And I'm probably going to go back and have it done just to reduce the pain again. And that is the thing, that depending on how your breast tissue grows or how your weight fluctuates, there are women that have had to have 3 and 4 breast reductions because they've been taken down from an extreme size. And within 3, 4, 5, 6 years, they have grown back fully. Right. So that is something to consider as well. And your doctor can talk to you more about that. But more than anything, make sure you have a good support system. Hello, ladies and gents. Hey, Cherise.
Hey.
Hey, Miss Newsy. Sean Parker at Benny is a wrap. Okay.
He meant that thing.
He said it with his chest. Okay, so we got this last question. Let's get into this. And we'll circle back to the other one next week. I currently have a partner that, after having an injury, has a hernia that is taken away from his size. Please give me some ideas to enjoy sex with him, because I really do love him, but it makes me want to cheat. Y'all, in the next 2 to 3 minutes, go ahead and hop in the comments. Tell us what you think. And would you stay with this person? Would you cheat and not tell him? Would you ask for an open relationship? Would you want toys, different positions? What y'all thinking? I'm interested to hear this.
I think it would be toys if you're not into an open relationship. I think toys would be like the thing, or find different positions. If different positions don't work, then self-pleasure.
Well, I believe this too, though. I believe this too. Like I hear a lot of times, I heard, with you all talking about these little toys and these little plastic little gadgets and rubber gadgets and shit. But the thing is, if a woman is used to solid human meat,
I don't know now. They got a toy like that. I mean, well, sorry.
She does not. She would accept a toy, but she prefer that meat.
Okay.
There's some very realistic toys, Benny. I'm sorry. I hate to brush a little bit, but if you pay a little bit more, you can get one that's better than meat. I'm sorry.
I feel what you're saying. That and all is great, but you said realistic, but it still ain't real. It's like it's some.
He using it.
I mean, but to me,
because because I'm not saying she get one to use by herself. I'm saying he uses it.
Okay, so you listen, Gypsy. I know you fine now, and I like you, Gypsy. But a real man ain't finna sit there with his pee hard to hold another pee.
It sounds like he don't have one to get hard. Oh, sorry.
Man,
what you say?
The average
I
man.
said it sounds like he don't have one to get hard.
What I'm saying is the average man ain't even a hold on to no another meat. Not no real dude.
So okay, is it the meat part, or can he use other toys like vibrators and ticklers?
He may use
stimulators.
he may use a plug or some shit
feathers.
like that. But the average real dude, now y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Sean, where you at? Where you at? All I'm saying is the average real dude feels like the average real dude feels like he has all the utensils he need to go in that room. Now I'm not saying it don't exist, but I'm saying the average dude ego feels like when they come in the room, his dick, his balls, his fingers, his tongue, his nose, his whatever he want to use is already connected to him.
He knows it don't work right no more. He know he got to
fuck her pleasure. I'm gonna give her what I got. She better take it.
Get what?
That's what he's saying.
He'll find one that'll fit the description. But the average man ain't finna hold on to no Deodora and pleasure his chick with no Deodora.
Oh
it ain't happening.
That's okay. He can hold the rose.
He may, but I'm telling you, and the most men know.
Most
men feel like I'm telling you, the ego of a man feels that he's already equipped.
Well, but my question is, I get the meat part because that'd be weird. I'm not gonna sit and hold a vagina for my man.
And if she asks
what
him,
about other toys?
But watch this. And if she asks him, he may not say it out loud, but he's gonna be like, "This ain't her," because he feels like everything he has is all unless he introduces it.
So what? But that's what I'm saying. What about other toys? Like if there's an injury that he knows is probably preventing him from pleasuring her the way he used to, would not, if he truly loved her, he would say, "I ain't giving you no dick, but I play with these other toys."
Well, notice. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
So using toys. Yeah, you wrong on this one, Benny. My shit straight, and I still.
But listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying, son. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with it, but the average guy. Maybe you get paid it's not gonna do it. The average cat, and I mean me, I'm an average cat. No, I'm coming in that whole naked, and I'm coming in that whole motherfucker. I mean, for real, bring some baby oil. That's it. That's all we need. But to me though, but don't get me wrong. I never said I knocked it, but in most cases, most men, I guarantee you, they feel the same way. Now, will they admit it? Probably not. But I ain't mad at those, son. There ain't nothing wrong with going by the dick store and picking up all them plugs and all that shit like that by $700 worth of toys. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
All right, y'all, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes, because I got to get up at 3:30 in the morning for a training. That being said, tell us how you be, how you feel, where you at if you're coming on new. Sean said, so what get a me?
M6.
What get an M6? I don't get it.
I'm gonna let him explain.
What's the M6? Do explain. Do tell. Do tell, Sean. You got 2 minutes. Hop in the comments and tell us what you mean. Cherise said, I think it's all relative. It depends on the person. Some women like toys and others don't. Right. And I genuinely feel like if you know an injury is preventing you from giving that person what you used to be able to give them, or it just ain't never been that, then you should be willing to experiment and explore and be adventurous so that both people are pleasured and pleased. Sean said, what gets me off is her pleasure.
Yeah.
What you like, Sean. See, that's what I'm talking about.
The whole thing, though, right? He knows what his shortcomings, oops, no pun intended, are. And this, he knows what his shortcomings are. So he should be okay with.
But remember though, I did say
he knows what he came into it with.
Yeah.
You either go get that fucking hernia fixed or no, let me stop.
But the thing is though, but notice now, I never disagree with that. I said if a man introduces them in there, he's okay with that. If that woman introduces that to him,
will not allow him to.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Because, like Sean said, it is men who say, "Hey, I'm just interested in doing whatever to it. I'm gonna run her ass crazy." But if a woman introduced to a man, they've been messing around 6, 7 months. She be like, "Hey, Ronald, stop by the dick store on your way home and pick me up a number 4. Pick me up a number 4 with a Sprite and a drink." You know what I'm saying? She ordered shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So he's gonna take offense to that. Now he may stay with her because he like her, love her, and try not to think about that. But most men would like to be the one to introduce that. I'm telling you now. I done learned you something.
You done learned that some. You done learned
You
that something.
learned something.
Y'all, thank you so much for
Thank you.
keeping it lit today. We
All
thank
right,
you
now,
for
Jesse.
showing up the way that you showed up. Make sure that before you got out this video tonight, you have liked the video, you have shared the video, y'all have commented and came through, and we here for this shit. And make sure that you are subscribing to the channel so that you will get notified when we go live. You said, nah, that's a different story. Wait a minute. What's a different story?
Wait. What's the different story? He knew. Wait.
Okay, before we end this broadcast, I'm gonna need you to come on through with the quickness, Sean.
Come
What's the different
on,
story?
come on. What you mean it's a different story?
What's the different
What you mean? Come on.
While we waiting on Sean to put his comment in here real quick, make sure that you are sending us your comments on the Google form that's in the information for every single one of the replays. If you did not catch the previous replays, that's an easy fix. Make sure that you just click on our icon on the page and it'll take you to the channel and you can see all of our replays where we be talking plenty of shit. Okay.
Absolutely.
And make sure that you set them timers and calendars.
What Benny said. What? When Benny said
You got
that.
to give us more than that. What'd he say?
More than that with Benny said a lot of shit. You mean when Benny said that?
You got to give us more than that. What part was he saying?
I tell you what, let's just put it in the air and let it hang.
Hey.
Let it hang, and we'll come back to it next week.
Pop the comment in the comment for us, Sean, or message it to one of us. Or
We coming, Sean. When that week now, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and
we're gonna dive in. So we need that explanation so we can pick up where we left off. All right. We're gonna talk a little bit more about this hernia situation and these toys and all these things. And we're gonna go back to that last comment.
And before we leave, I got another tip. Oh, here it is. Oh.
With that, I got to go because I got to be in bed and get me some beauty seeds.
And
okay?
wait a minute. Before we go, I'm gonna leave you something to think about, y'all.
Please do.
Younger guys take blue pills due to having multiple women. Ask Diddy.
Say what again?
Huh?
Younger guys take the blue pills due to having multiple women. Ask Diddy. Wow. All right then. Well, I tell you what, y'all. You can catch us every Tuesday night live. We will be here next Tuesday. Make sure you come by and sit with us. Like, share, subscribe. If you had a good time, tell somebody. Bring somebody. See you next week.
We love y'all. Thank you for rocking with us, and we'll see y'all next Tuesday.